guys, how you doing today? I'm Andreea Tina, and we're gonna carry on the previous subject from the previous podcast, that we made sure that you understand properly how to detoxify and how to optimize detoxification. So I'll try to be as simple as possible, and make things easy for you so you understand, and everything will make sense and will be easy for you, because it's a little bit more complex when it comes to processes that happen in the liver. So I'll just try to make it easy. Okay, so when we talk about optimizing detoxification, a detoxification process, we can do a lot of it. First thing we have to do is avoiding the toxins, and then the second thing is that we have to boost our own detoxification pathways. So very big mistake so many people do when it comes to detoxification is just eating nothing or going on a juicing diet, as I said, without understanding that actually protein boosts detoxification. Yeah, we are made of blocks of protein. We do need protein in order to support our body functions and to be able to detoxify properly. So the detoxification process in general relies on vitamins, on minerals, on phytochemicals, on fats, on protein, which is really important, and also on fiber. So when we say we detoxify, we need to make sure that we have all these ingredients in our diet on the right dosages in order to make things happen. An adequate protein is required to supply the amino acids used by the liver to synthesize a glutathione. So glutathione is the master detoxifier in our body, and you can only get it from amino acids, hence protein. So if we do not do that, if we do not get this glutathione, it's very, very hard to initiate the detoxification process in the liver. As I said, glutathione is the master detoxifier and is the body's most critical antioxidant and detoxifying molecule. It's very, very easily depleted when we are exposed to toxins. So this chronic exposure to toxins will massively deplete glutathione from our body. Protein also provides the amino acids critical for so many of our body detoxification pathways. And the main detoxification pathways when it comes to medicine, functional medicine, are the methylation, acetylation, glucuronidation, and glycination. So we need to make sure that each of these pathways, it works optimally in order to be able to detoxify completely. I'm not going to bore you with these terms. I know that you might even not remember them, but we do rely on, we do have 4 detoxification pathways, and we rely on them to work properly in order to detoxify. So I like to make things easier for you. And the first thing first that we're going to start with is the fact that we need to stay colorful, not with the clothes, but only but also with the food. So we need to make sure that we have all the phytochemicals, which are the colorful plant chemicals, in our diet from vegetables and fruits, and this will make sure that will enhance the detoxification pathways. So broccoli, kale, collards, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, green tea, watercress, dandelion greens, artichoke, garlic, ginger, rosemary, turmeric, citrus peel, cocoa. They all contain these colorful chemicals called phytochemicals. They are very, very important for our detoxification processes in the body. These phytochemicals, they are called polyphenols, and they are found in berries and green tea and cocoa. So these specific polyphenols found in green tea, cocoa, and berries, they actually turn on certain genes that boost glutathione. So this is really, really important, and we should make sure that we have on a daily basis these polyphenols or these ingredients in our diet. Just, get rid of that coffee for the time being and switch to green tea. This is what I have at the moment here. Have some dark chocolate or make your own dark chocolate home. I can give you the recipe if you want. Then make sure that you have your berries every day. Forget about all these high sugar fruits and just switch to berries for the time being. This is going to help you to lose weight. This is going to boost your own detoxification pathways. So other than being colorful, we need to make sure that we sweat a lot, the toxins. We do detoxify when we sweat. And sweating can come in various ways. First of all, exercise. We need to make of it a lifestyle. We need to have a vigorous exercise regime and adapt it to our body. So just go to a certified good coach and ask them to put together a program that works for you. You do need to have, I suggest everyone, even if you cannot train weights, even if something happened to you, you do need to get your cardio at least 3 times a week for good health. You do need to sweat, ideally, every day for minimum 20 to 30 minutes for optimal body functions and to make sure that we sweat those toxins out. Another good way to sweat the toxins is the heat therapy or the sauna therapy. And I'm a big fan of saunas. I'm a big fan of sauna because it's an established treatment for chemical poisoning, and it helps to increase autonomic balance through increasing the heart rate, through reducing the any cardiac arrhythmia, or reducing the oxidative stress, as well as mobilizing and the excretion of toxins. So many people disregard the importance of sauna, but I'm telling you, add that sauna therapy 2-3 times a week and you'll feel the benefits. You'll actually feel that you can focus more, you'll feel less brain fog, you'll feel less fatigue, you'll feel more energized. So just find a place with a good sauna and just get in this sauna 2-3 times a week. You're not going to regret. In terms of science, researchers have analyzed that the sweat produced in both traditional and infrared sauna, it's slightly different. So if you have the possibility to go to an infrared sauna, I highly recommend it. Sweat from traditional sauna was about 97% water and 3% toxins. And the sweat produced in the infrared sauna was about 80 to 85% water. So the rest, obviously the remaining 15 to 20%, consisted in toxins such as heavy metals, sulfuric acid, sodium, ammonia, uric acid, or any other fat-soluble toxins. So if you have the possibility to go to an infrared sauna, go for it. Women out there, be very careful. If you do have breast implants, you cannot use the infrared sauna because your implants might be leaking. So this is the downside for women in terms of infrared sauna. But I'm pro sauna. Go for it. It will make a massive impact in your detoxification process, especially when it comes to those heavy metals and chemical exposure. Okay, what are the things you can do in order to get rid of the toxins from the environment? The chemicals, the heavy metals. We need to take into consideration our teeth, because Mercury most of the time stays hidden in the dental fillings or amalgams, and quite a few people do not know that. Nowadays, they are very modern. They do not make those anymore. But if you had them done 10, 20, 30 years ago or more, you are at the risk of having a high amount of mercury in your body just because of this dental filling. So you need to have them checked, removed, replaced as soon as possible. Then mercury containing fish. Tuna is the worst, so you need to try to stay away from tuna as much as possible. I'm telling my clients, tuna for me, it's like the pork of the sea, the pork of the ocean. It just stores so many toxins and loads of mercury. So you need to stay away from tuna. Swordfish has got quite a lot of mercury. The shark, I'm not sure how many people eat shark, but just in case I'm telling you, tilefish as well. But anyway, be very mindful when it comes to tuna. And also tuna food poisoning can be really bad. Then mercury, water, latex paints, vaccines. Certain vaccines are really dangerous. They're good on one side, but they have lots of downsides as well. And also, in case you didn't know, contact lens solutions, they do have mercury as well. So if you can find an organic contact lens solution or a better alternative, maybe just have eye surgery if possible, go for it, or wear glasses most of the time. I need to tell that to myself too. trying at my best abilities. Okay, then when it comes to heavy metals detoxification, think about the lead that comes from old paint, blinds, or canned foods. So many people find it very easy to have as a snack a canned something, food, whatever, canned fish most of the times. But this is really bad because it contains lead and also aluminium sometimes. Aluminium is mostly common in deodorants and baking powder. So make sure when you use your deodorant, it's aluminium free. Most of them are today. You can find them in health stores. So go for it. Do not get all these commercial deodorants with a lot of perfume because they have a high amount of aluminium. And I'm telling you, it's very carcinogen as well. Toxic mold exposures, which are very common in basements and bathrooms. These can create lots of allergies. Actually, I remember I had a client a long time ago and we could not get results. We did food intolerance tests, we did everything. She had a very clean diet. The workout was perfect, everything was on the track, but she could not get there. She would always be congestion, she would always have headaches, foggy brain, and then after a couple of months I just decided to go to her house and see if there's anything wrong, to just check maybe there's something wrong with the environment she lives in. And then in her room, there was a lot of mold. So she was living with this mold. So the moment, she changed ultimately she changed the house. She first cleaned, but then she decided to change the house. The moment she changed the house, everything's changed in her life. She got results just like that. So mold, it's really bad. So you have to check that as well and get rid of it, or just move out.
Thank you all for watching ProBody Talks. We will be bringing you more guests in my upcoming episodes. Great inspirational human beings, so stay tuned. We have a lot of valuable information that I hope will inspire you all. In the meantime, you can support us by subscribing to my Patreon account. Thank you and goodbye everyone.